Hi guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel, my motorsport channel, William's Racing Platforms. Now I am William, and I'm starting a new series, open wheel racing, and I'm going to work my way up from zero right up to Formula One hero. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a new profile here. And I've named my driver in the profile Graham McRae. Now, for those of you who have never heard of Graham McRae, he was a very successful racing car driver here in New Zealand. In fact, he won the Tasman Series Formula 5000 Championship 3 years in a row, 1971 right through to 1973. He also won the L&M Continental 5000 Series in the United States, and that was in 1972. So he was a very good racing car driver, and just so happens he was a cousin of mine, a distant cousin by marriage only, and he passed away last year in 2021, and it's one of my big regrets, I have to say, that I didn't get to meet him and I didn't get to see him race. So I've dedicated this little video series to him. I've used his name for the profile, and I know I won't really do him justice because I'm not a good racing simulator driver. But I'm going to have a lot of fun, and I'm going to pay tribute and respect to a wonderful racing car driver here in New Zealand, added so much to New Zealand motorsport, Graham McRae. So here we go. We are in Project Cars 2. I believe it is the best simulator, the best driving game in the Project Cars series. That is Project Cars 2. So I've created my profile there. Now I'm going to be an open wheel racer just like Graham was. So I'm going to start at Formula Rookie, which is pretty much right at the bottom. Well, karting is probably right at the bottom, but I don't fancy driving a go-kart. I sold coffee at the go-kart track in my little coffee wagon for a few years. I did love watching the go-karts, but I don't really fancy driving one. So this is Formula Rookie, and if we do well here, we are going to move up to Formula C, which is another open wheel racing car. And if we do really well and win that series, we will skip over to Formula One. But we've got to do well in our Formula Rookie class, and we've got to win the series of Formula C. If we win that series, then we'll look at moving up to Formula One and try and get a drive in a Formula One car. So let's have a look at Formula C, because that is going to be our first goal, to get into the Formula C class. Well, that looks pretty exciting. I'm really looking forward to that. That is going to be cool. But we're going to start at the bottom. We're going to start at Formula Rookie. So let's have a look what Formula Rookie looks like. These are cute little cars, but boy, do they fly. They look real fun, don't they? They look real fun. Now I have to choose a series where I'm going to start in the UK, Asia, or the US. I'm going to choose the US. And if we do well there, we can progress to the European series. And if we do well in the European series, we can then move up to Formula C. Now as far as the series go, you can have short with only 2 races. But by the time I get the hang of driving these cars and start to get good enough to get any points, the series will be over. So I need to go to full. So there are 4 races. So I do actually have a chance to get some points and improve. Now as far as the difficulty settings go, I've set it down about halfway or just below, simply because these AI cars know every track like the back of their hand. They have a huge advantage over an old bugger like me. So I brought the difficulty down to give us all a fair chance. Okay, I still have to work hard. I still have to drive well, not make any mistakes. I have to improve if I'm going to get any points. And we can always take the difficulty level up a little bit later on. But at the moment, I do want to have a fair chance, the same as everybody else. So I've got those settings there. I've got all the driving assists pretty much turned off, so no driving assists, no driver line and all those kind of things. So we're going to start in the US. Now we've got to choose our team. I want to progress and have an affiliation with Ferrari. I want to drive a Ferrari. So I'm going to choose the red one, and maybe that will help us get an affiliation with Ferrari. I have no idea, but I like red as a color for a racing car, so I'm going to choose that one there. J.A. Mascot Motorsports. Okay, so that's the team we're going to go with right now. And we've got some contract material to read through and a contract to sign. So I'll go through all this guff and I'll see you on the other side. What I've done, and I think it's quite a good little idea, is I've got a notebook. And I've started my career and I've started taking notes. So I've got a note in here of the team, of the car I'm driving, and the difficulty settings, my best practice times, my best qualifying times, also what the weather was, what the track conditions were, and the starting grid, where I was on the grid, where I finished, and also any events that happen in the race. So as I progress through my career, or I come back to this track in the future, maybe in another car or another career, I can go back in history and look at my track times for this event or for this particular track, and I can just browse through it and follow the progress or the regression of my career as I go. So it's nice to keep a notebook, and anything that happens that's worth noting, weather, track times, all of those things will go in my notebook. So this is Project Cars 2 Formula Rookie Season 1. Okay, so here we go. We're heading out for our first practice. Don't expect it to be good. Don't expect it to be very fast. Hopefully we'll just get around without whacking into a wall or a barrier, because these barriers just want to come out and meet you, okay? They are deadly. Any street circuit seems to be the same. There's some tight corners, and the barriers are very unforgiving. I was just trying to figure out how to turn that top mirror off. I don't need that mirror at the top, and that is going to slow down my frame rate. This is a terrible lap, terrible driving actually, but I haven't had practice in this Formula Rookie. I've just jumped into it now to start filming this series. So this pretty much is my first time in this Formula Rookie, getting used to it. Supposed to slow down here or not? I thought oh, there it is. There's the turn. Oh my gosh. I really need to get to know this circuit. I think I need to do about 40 or 50 laps, then really get into a rhythm and get the feel of every corner and every straight, just to get really familiar with the track before I go into qualifying. Okay guys, so that is some terrible driving right there. I'm going to do about 40 or 50 laps and then we'll get into the qualifying, see if I can get some good times going. So I'm going to cut the video off there and I will join you on the next video when we go straight into qualifying and then into the race. So subscribe, hit the like, make a comment down below and follow Graham McRae on his career in this Formula Rookie to get things started. Okay, take care. I'll see you on the next video, guys. Cheers.